Karina, I'll just mute you if they're running. Okay, so everything's going to be 45 seconds. 45 on, 15 off. Okay, so we're not going to take a break for the whole class. I'm going to have to let a few more people in. But we're going to get started. So your first exercise, we're going to be on the mat. We're going to do some bicycle crunches, okay? You ready? So line on your mat. On the ground. And we're moving in and out, okay? So nice and steady. Take your time. So remember the simplified version, hands underneath and just knees in and out. Or if you can, leave the feet there and just come up, back down, come up, back down. Ideally we want the mixture of both. So we want that change. It's a more advanced level, more beneficial though. And keep it. So you look left, look right, look left, look right, okay? Keep going. So remember, you might be tired from other classes or other exercises too. And time. So 15 seconds to recover, and then we're back on. So we have 2 more goals at that one before we change on to our cardio, okay? So we really want that twist in the body left and right while the legs are going in and out. So it's like a double crunch exercise. Okay, let's go again. All the way out, back in, and keep changing. Again, if you need to make it easier, take the upper body out of it and legs out, in. Same idea, or else feet flat and then come up to the right, down, come up to the left, down. Ideally again, we're going mixing both. If the hands are here, try and avoid the elbows coming in as well, okay? Keep moving. Last 2 seconds, that was hard. It always hits you. You think you're fine, you think you're fine, you think you're fine, and then bang, about 10-15 seconds left, you're going to get tired. We got 1 more before we're on to our cardio, okay? So no push-ups or squats today, basically, okay? Okay, let's get moving. So leg out, again, you can bring one leg in at a time if you want, remember, hands here, in here. But if you can, try this. So look left, twist the body right, twist the body left, twist the body right, okay? You might have to take a few breaks. That's fine. Sound effects optional. And again, don't be scared to take a break for a second and go in and out. Because that added twist is hard. This bit is hard. Because it takes a bit of coordination. Last few seconds. 2, 1. And time. Good job, okay? So now we're going to be on to our, let's breathe in here, onto our side to side. So we're going to start off on your mat, head up, chest up. We're going to skip to the left, touch the floor, skip to the right, touch the floor, okay? So skip to the left, touch. So again, if you have a longer mat than me, I'll just go off it. So we really want 2 big steps left, 2 big steps right. So look it up all the time. Keep a nice bounce, a nice tempo, nice rhythm. If you and just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Sit down into it, yeah. And time. First is always the worst one because you're out of breath. Gets easier the second time. So 2 big steps left. Keep the head up, touch the left hand off the floor. Keep the head up, touch the right hand. Okay? Let's go. So touch, slide, slide, touch, head up all the time, okay? Sit your bum down. So avoid this bending at the hips, okay? So it's like a half squat. Touch the floor. Just a shuffle, touch the floor. Nice lateral movements, get your hips involved as well. Keep it up. Let the legs burn out. So remember, looking for that tiredness, looking for that fatigue. Keep moving. And time. One more. So, simple. Get the hips, get the big muscles in the legs, and let's keep the tempo, okay? 2, 1, last one, let's go. So touch, slide. Make sure you touch. Don't just do the lazy man's kind of, oh, Jesus. Take your time here on this part, get it right, and then slide over. Ideally, you're nearly throwing yourself left to right. Again, sound effects optional. I seem to be making this kind of weird breathing one. Keep your head up all the time. I have the advantage of that mirror in front of me, so I can see the Club Vitae logo on my top. Time. So we're back on the floor now. We're going to do our big, long, sweeping leg raises, okay? So line on your back. So we're going to have one leg out, sorry, 2 legs out, 1 up, and then change. Ideally this leg is floating and we're changing. All the way up, wait till it drops, change legs, drops, change legs, drop. No rush, okay? We'll rush in the cardio. This, we want control. So big sweeping actions. So keep the other foot hovering. If you want to make it easier, keep that heel on the ground and change as it hits the ground. Otherwise, hover, lift, down, and keep moving. And for this set, what we're going to try and do now is the 2 legs together. So both legs up, both legs down. So we're losing a bit of kind of plank or isometric contraction because we're going to go all shortening and lengthening. Okay, so long legs, lift up, hold it, lower it down slowly, stop before you hit the floor, lift up again, stop before you hit the floor, lift up again, and slow. There is no rush, okay? Remember, we'll rush on the cardio ones, okay? Slow. And this is where you might be tempted to let the heels drop. Ideally, 3 or 4 seconds to get down. And time, just take a breath. 1 more set. You have your choice now. If you want to make it easier, you can go back to the single legs. If you want to keep the difficulty and the pressure on here, 2 legs together, okay? So lift up, slowly down. So 2 seconds up, 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's never going to be perfect, but again in your head, if we go at that tempo, we're making sure the muscle fibers are under pressure for as long as they should be, okay? Remember, if you want to make it easier, up and down with the legs, or 1 leg down, and change it. And to be honest with you, if you get to the stage where you need to make it more easier, or to make it easier, that's a great way. That means you're really pushing yourself. And time. To check my eyesight now for the written. Oh, burpees. Sorry, lads. Onto the belly. So again, no cardio class is going to be complete without burpees, okay? So up you go. First 3 or 4, just take it easy, okay? Up. Little jump back down. Not much talking for me on this one now. First set's always a challenge. Time. We always do them because they work, okay? 2 more sets. Remember the simplified version where you don't actually have to jump. You can just slowly bring yourself up off the ground, okay? 2 more. Let's go. So easier version, just get to the knees, get to the lunge and stand up, drop back down, lie back down. Easier version, okay? Harder version, that. Nice explosive. Yes. With this as well, if you want to work harder, get down quicker as well. I spend less time where I am now. So, more reps, less recovery in the set. Other ways of doing them is you can do sets of 3, maybe do 3 really quick. It's about 10 seconds, recover 3 really quick. But if you are doing burpees at home or anything like that, without classes or structures, put a timer on it. Put a number on it before you start. Leave 40 seconds now to keep moving, okay? This is where you just got to switch the brain off a little bit and just do the next one. Just do the next one. Time. So we got 1 more. I'm not sure now because I've lost count, but we'll do it anyway. Why not? Ready? Okay, let's go. This could be number 3 or number 4.
This is number 4.
We'll do a shirt the weekend. I'll make it up 3.
Good idea.
Go on, let's keep going. It means you have less exercise in the end. Last 1 or 2, come on. Go on. Time. I didn't trust my timer. I had it set up and I was looking at it going, if I do my maths right, but I was so into it that I didn't even notice it, okay? We're back on the ground, we're in a plank position, okay? So we get our breath back in this position. Hands or forearms, doesn't matter. Okay, so lift yourself up, get your breath back. Hopefully after a few classes now you find the planks getting easier. So control that breathing, okay? Take your time. Tense up your tummy, nice and tight. Last few seconds. And time. Oh yeah. Forget sometimes. We're on to your side plank now, okay? So we're going to do 1 on each side. Preferably go from the knees, height in the hip, chest out, bum tight. Okay, so lift up. Even in this version, if you want to make it a bit harder, lift the top leg off and more weight is dipped onto the hip. You can do this on a bench as well, actually, it's very hard. Or you can do the full leg out, but again, we're looking for the height here. That's my hip bone. I want my hip bone to be as far away from the floor as I can, which would mean my top hip is high up as I can. I keep that leg out straight if I want, as long as the height is there in the hip. So again, side plank, for your obliques on the side, a really good exercise. Remember, this supports your lower back as well. A big chunk of muscle there. over on the other side. Whichever way you do it, as athletic as possible. So let's jump up and out. So again, hands stretched to the ceiling. Simple version here, but you're looking for the height here. That's why I was kind of wearing a red t-shirt today. Like, you can actually see the gap in it. You drop the hip, lift it up. This leg as well, you might find the hip has been tired there, so you can put it back down if you need to. Ideally though, the chest is forward, the bum is tight, and you're rock solid in this position. With 15 seconds left, don't let yourself stop. Remember, height of your hips. If you see that mom in the camera, my right leg is dropping a bit. That's what and up we get. So we're back onto our cardio. Again, it's just a simple one, but jumping jacks. You can do them so often. Good for the hips, good for the shoulders, okay? You ready? So remember, with jumping jacks, speed, 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 okay? Let's go. Fast as you can. So we end up making sound effects. But again, quick, quick, quick. Again, if you want to simplify, so all we want is that tempo, okay? Feet nice and wide. We always go back to them. We always go back to squats. We always go back to lunges because they work and they're easy to do. So it's perfect. You just give it all you got when you're doing it. There's very little technical skill needed. So great. So sometimes when we do things like mountain climbers and burpees, you know, I love burpees. It takes a bit of coordination, a bit of thought. With this, you just let the hands go. We've probably been doing these since we're kids anyway. Yeah. We didn't do them for the teenage years, but before that. Okay, off you go. And the beauty of this is you just go as quick as you can. The faster you go, the harder you work. So if you're feeling full of energy today, just put the foot down and just go for it. Quick as you can. And again, some days you'll be buzzing, some days you won't. It might be one of those days. If it's one of the harder days, energy-wise, just keep moving. Moving is winning, yeah? A bit of swearing helps as well if you're at home. So you're cursing at the, I always say the dog, but wherever else switching house. But keep yourself moving, okay? Moving, remember, we're designed to move, but you don't do it enough, okay? Okay, let's go. It's a simple action, but let's put that speed into the action. Come on. So again, let the shoulders get tired, let the hips get tired. Even the calves might be at you a bit from all the jumping. That's fine. Remember, simplify if you need to. But keep moving now, okay? I look like an angel on the camera with the light behind me. Keep moving. And time. Good job, okay? So we're back on the ground again, so we're doing a shallow version of our leg raises. We call them flutter kicks, okay? So hands underneath the bum to support your back, legs long, sit up a little bit, and then nice fast small kicks. It's like swimming lessons. But again, don't let the head stay back. Come up into a little bit of a crunch position, so get the abs active, but then the hip flexors and the abs working together. So don't bend at the knees, keep the legs straight, foot up, foot down. So we're not just kicking like we are in the pool. Nice and straight. The more you sit up, the more effective the exercise is. But then effective is code word for hard, okay? Time. So again, nice long straight legs for this one. The more you sit up here, the more active it is here, okay? But it's harder. So you're always weighing that up in your head, okay? Don't give in to the temptation to lie down, okay? So crunch up, long legs, heels hovering. Just keep moving. The first 15 seconds will be okay, potentially. If you want to make it easier then, go back. But ideally, or even bend the knees and move in and out, okay? But ideally, crunch, move, and just live with it in a nice way. So no matter where you are, how fit you are, this is a difficult one to do because you can get more activity in it. And you got to just hang in there, to be honest with you. Just keep moving. Good to get the hips active as well. We're always worried about these being tight at the front. But one of the best ways to make them a little bit looser and more efficient is to use them, okay? Use them in the way they're designed to do and not to shorten them by sitting. Last one, okay? So legs out, remember, the more you crunch up, the harder it is, okay? And remember, the first 10, 15 seconds might be okay, but it's going to hit you. And that's when it begins, okay? That might be your last class for a while, or your session of the day. So give it a good go now, because remember with core stuff, the minute you finish, it's gone. It's only while you're doing it. Right now, that you have to endure. And just resist the urge. Nearly there. Time. Okay, up again. One last cardio set before a challenge at the end, okay? Then block this one. I'll be moving anyway. So we're jogging on the spot. So we're jogging and we're interval sprinting, okay? So jogging for 5, interval sprinting for 5. So jog, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint, 2, 3, 4, 5, recover, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint, 4, 3, 2, 1, jog. Let's go quietly for the break. 5, 3, 2, 1, and slow. This doesn't have to be 5 seconds. Don't listen to me. Just do it as long as we get to change the speed. We're okay. Good job. We'll get on one that, say. And time. 2 more, okay? So the idea again is we want to change the speed. With that sprint, it's only 5 seconds, so you go as fast as you can, as fast as possible, okay? Slow first. Slow for 5. Again, don't move the, or make sure you move the hands, don't toe tap. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, and go. The sprints can be brilliant until these breaks are when it hits you. Go. 3, 2, 1. I'll get one more. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Whoa, you can see my head. Ready? Last one. It's a bit earlier, but jog slower. Give me 7 for this one. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pump it out. 5, 2, 1. So easy to do this. An easier version is to march and then jog if you're not used to it. Ideally, again, if you're doing a few classes, you feel okay, but jogging and then we're sprint. Okay. Steady, steady, steady. And then burst. 4, 3, 2, 1. You feel the hamstrings and the hips even. And time. So our last exercise, we have 3 rounds of sit-ups. You have 45 seconds or 12 reps, whatever comes first, okay? you get 12 reps done, you get a longer break. We're finished after these, okay? Sorry, 15 reps, 15. That'd be a nice sequence. So either 15 reps or 45 seconds. I'm on 3. That's 4. So remember, if you get 15 reps done, just take a break. So you could be fine, you could be lying down, chilling out, looking at me on the camera now. With 10 seconds left. Good job. 2 more. So hopefully you're finished there with maybe 5 seconds to spare. And you're going to look at that Egypt there, keep it going on the camera. This time you have 16 to do, okay? 16 and you get a break. So 1 every 2.5 seconds, you'll be fine. So 16 or 45 seconds. I remember the first few would be good. The last few, you get those sound effects. Last few seconds. Again, hopefully you're done and you're just looking at me. And so for the last set now, 18. I know it's a bit harsh, but again, big challenge now. So again, beat the clock. We're done after this with a little bit of stretching, but we're done after this. This could be your last class for a few days. Big goal now. 18, yeah? The first one even will be harder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I'm on track if I keep it up. 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll take it. And just relax on the mat for a second, guys. We'll get a bit of stretching for the last minute or 2. Okay, so just lying on your back. If you can.
Go to sleep.
Go. So, bring the knees up. Tighten them up. Just hold that position for a while. And it's not necessarily that we're stretching for just what we're doing today. We're stretching for what maybe we've been doing over the last few days, of the last few classes. So from that position there now, whatever side you want to, let your knees fall to one side. But we're going to try and get our body and our head to look away. So you might be looking at the camera. And to try and get both shoulders on the ground, we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. 19, 18. So we're getting that full twist of the body now, okay? Three, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the middle. Hold it for a sec. And then drop the knees to the other side. Again, and then for this one I'm looking at the camera. But what we'd really like to see is that both knees are on top of each other, both shoulders are on the mat, and you feel a little bit of a stretch along the top of the top leg and the bum on the top leg. 15 seconds you hold it. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And then slowly bring yourself back up. So right leg forward, left leg over. And again, twist the body. And a lot of stretches that we do are hips and lower back and these kind of twisting actions. Our body is designed to do this, we just don't do it because there's too much Netflix and Amazon and work and whatnot. And then change legs, change more, and twist the body. So if you're quite mobile around the hips, you can go quite far. Use this top hand for leverage if you need to, if you find you can't move at all. And don't go any further than what's comfortable, okay? If you're out of breath doing it, it's too far. And that's it, you're finished, well done. That's a core cardio class. That'll tide you over for a few days, but thanks for logging in, guys. See you later. Oh.
Thank you.
Well done,
Thank you
guys.
very much, Hugh. Great class.
You'll be buzzing now for an hour or two. We're sweating.